Hey everyone! My gosh, I am so sorry I have been inactive here on TikTok. I have been so busy with college and exams, but I'm finally finished and I am back with another anime review. I always love doing these because I love watching animes that I have never seen before and expressing my opinions about them. And in this case, this anime I am not familiar with at all. It's called Garo Crimson Moon. I stumbled across this one randomly on AniWatch.to one day, and I was hooked from the synopsis and the first episode alone. When I watch a series, I want the first episode to grab my attention. If it doesn't, then I skip it. But there is never a dull moment in this series, and it is spectacular. Before I tell you what it's about, this is going to give away a lot of spoilers, so I recommend you watch the series first and then come back here. But if you want to stay for the details, be my guest. So this series is about these monsters called horrors, which are ruthless demons, and anyone who steps outside the palace and after sunset are never seen again. But thankfully, the citizens are protected by a sorcery group. Among them is Raiko, who is a Makai knight and possesses a golden armor to not only protect himself, but to kill horrors. With the help of his attendant Kintoki and a mysterious alchemist named Seimei, they are able to withstand any horror that comes across their path. Unfortunately, there is a villain named Ashia Domon who has a mission of spreading darkness across the world. And Raiko can't stay in the golden armor for too long, or he will become a soul beast who loses all humanity. Throughout the series, he goes on a self-journey and discovers human weaknesses. As I mentioned before, Ashia Domon's goal is to spread darkness. He is the embodiment of evil. And he turns humans into horrors based on their dark desires, like jealousy or love, or even something as petty as beauty. It's so ridiculous. But he does want to spread it across the world, and he needs an army to do that. Raiko unfortunately has to kill the humans turned horrors, but he's also saving them by releasing the darkness that was in them. One of the things I love about this anime is the animation itself. Mappa Studio did such a great job with this one. And if that particular studio sounds familiar, that's because this isn't the first time that they produce. They have done all our classics, like Jujutsu Kaisen, Kakegurui, Chainsaw Man, and even Attack on Titan Season 4. They did so great here. I love the design of the Makai Knights. Raiko's golden armor, the helmet looks so great. It looks like a werewolf or a dog, but I just think it looks super great. And then there's a silver knight in this series called Zonga, and his armor, his silver armor and head is like a fox. I thought it was a snake, but it's actually a fox. Also, the design of the horrors are legitimately creepy. And wait till you see the final monster, Rudra. I had nightmares of that monster for a few days, and it was just terrifying to see, but I liked it a lot. Another thing I love about this one are the characters themselves. Raiko is one of the best protagonists I have seen in an anime. He's up there with Tanjiro, Izuku Midoriya, Itadori, and it's funny how I mention Izuku Midoriya because you're never gonna believe who voices Raiko. I'll give you guys 3 hints. He voiced Connie Springer in Attack on Titan. He voiced Charles Gray in Black Butler. And he is Izuku Midoriya's best friend / rival. The one and only Clifford Chapman voices Raiko. And I was so shocked that he voiced that. I was so shocked, honestly. I love the way Clifford Chapman portrays Raiko here. He's humble, a strong fighter, and a little bit stubborn. But it's fantastic to hear his voice. And Monica Riles' voice as Seimei is great here too, because she loves to tease Raiko. And halfway through the series, she kind of goes through a dark turn, and her voice has a little bit of a dark seductiveness to it, which I think is essential for her. And the third thing I love is the balance of genres. If you're going to have multiple genres in an anime, all of them have to be included here. And in this case, there's action, there's comedy, there's drama, there's thriller, demons, and supernatural. They definitely portrayed them all in this one. It's well balanced and it's fantastic here. There is a little bit of romance in here, but it's not really prevalent. I think the action is more prevalent here, but I think it's great. The only thing about this series I'm not a big fan of is probably how quick the horrors are to kill. Throughout the first half of the season, the horrors are really easy for Raiko to kill. And then it's not and then halfway through the second season, we see the Crimson Moon finally into play and how it makes the horrors stronger and Raiko is struggling to kill them. That's the only thing about this series I'm not a big fan of. It is a little bit of a slow burn too, because like I said, this is a self journey, and Raiko discovers what humans are capable of and how they're willing to surrender to darkness to achieve what they want. But other than that, this series is phenomenal. I am so happy I discovered this series. I will happily rewatch this again and still have the same reaction to it as I did the first time. In fact, the ending was sudden, but it also made me cry too. I honestly just enjoyed this. I know I might be exaggerating when I say this, but this is one of the best animes I have seen in 2024. Yes, I know this series probably came out years ago, but I loved it. I will happily rank this anime a 9 out of 10. That's how much I love it. Anyway, guys, I hope you loved this little anime review of Garo Crimson Moon. And if you want to suggest any animes to me, I will watch them. And I will possibly do them in the future. I definitely have more coming in store, so stay tuned for that. And I hope you guys have a wonderful day. And thanks for watching.